Hey y'all, welcome back. Well, today's video is going to be on a project that we worked on all through Labor Day weekend. And this video is going to be about the building of that shooting house. So I can't take all the credit for this. This was actually drawn up in CAD by Greg. Greg is the mastermind behind this. He is my son-in-law. And me and him's talked about putting a shooting house along with other people on the lease. It'd be nice to have a shooting house on this lease. And he brought it up on CAD and really brought this thing to life. So we got a little bit more work to do on it, but I wanted to start the video now and show you. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get video of every single step. I mean, video of every single step, but we did get pictures of every step in some video. So I'm gonna get to this video and show you how this came about, what it took to build it, and we'll go all the way through this thing completely being finished with dimensions and everything. So y'all stay tuned. Now, with everything that went into this, Greg had drawn this thing up on CAD. And so the first thing, which I think he scrapped the idea 4 or 5 times, but he finally got what he wanted. He'd worked closely with his dad about how this thing should come about and how to do the CAD, and Greg really knocked it out of the park. So he actually had a complete cut list of every single board. He himself built the floor. He built the walls, all 4 of the walls, did all the figuring on it. Then we were able to come down here and have it all sitting here on the trailer ready to put up. So basically what we started, we got my tractor and started with the 12-inch auger and bored all 4 holes, got it level, drawed it in. This shooting house is, the shooting house is 8 by 6. That's outside wall to outside wall with a 2-foot deck. So we measured out everything, bored the holes, ran the concrete mixer, and mixed all of the concrete and poured in here and let it set to this position here. Then the next thing we done was come back 2 days later after it dried, and we had the floor. He'd already built the floor, and we raised the floor up with a boom pole and my L4701 tractor and got it up, squared up, bolted down. Then we put the flooring on it and put the back deck on it. Well, then we proceeded to go into the walls. And since I had to come from the front near to where the new shooting house is, we stood the back wall first. Got it up in position, put a couple screws to hold it. Then we put up the outside walls and got the front put together, or the sides put together, and then we lifted up the front. Now these 3 walls were pre-made before they were brought down here. So the only thing that was not assembled was the roof. And the roof was kind of sketchy getting up. Greg had already made all the cuts we needed. We just had to square everything up, put the sheeting on it, put the tin on it. But what we didn't anticipate, we put the platform height at 10 feet to the floor. Well, the front wall is actually 8 feet tall. So we had to put a side by side on one side with a winch and the tractor coming up with a boom pole in the back to get it all pushed up there. Now, with all that being said, there was some walls got ricked around and got moved, and we had to go back and fix some stuff, but it actually went on pretty dang good. So got it on there and got it secured, and then went back and come back the next day. So we basically had the roof in the dry and the deck on. We come back the next day, and that was me and Greg and Dad working on it. And we had Kayla here helping too, Sarah, and of course Kim with her back surgery. She just got to sit in lawn chair and watch. But anyway, we got all that done and come back the next day and started sheeting. And we started with the back first. We did the back, completely did the back, put the sheets on, and then we decided to go ahead and put the door in and shim it and get it in. So we put the door in next. Then we went to the right side, which is furthest downhill, the tallest part to reach with the tractor, and put the sheeting with me lifting Greg up with forks on my tractor in a safety bucket, and was able to put the siding, 2 sheets on it, and then cut the window. Then we went to the front And then we ended up the day on the back. Now, back to this part, back to me, you'll see here that the windows are all up and ready. I mean, the front's already cut out. It's got to have a little bit more straight line work. But we have not got the window cut in this side yet. That'll be this week. We got some more screws to put in the top. Now, I was lucky enough to have a scrap ladder that has handrails on it that we're going to modify and put to this building so that everybody will be safe getting straight up to it. But this thing's got 6x6s in the ground. These are just here for support now. They'll be squared up. Got the soffit in on the back side to block it in. Doors in with door handle, ready to go. We just got to put the deadbolt in. And Greg is currently making the windows. So I added some footage here and there so you'd be able to see it. But it's going to be a super, super nice shooting house. I cannot. We've built several shooting houses on other leases, but not quite to this degree. Not quite to this exact measurement. This thing ought to be super cool. And eventually, it'll have a heater and everything in it. So, you know, it'll be really nice for coming down and hunting during the cold weather and stuff. But it's right here over this pretty food plot. I've got multiple seed in this. Just got 2 big rains on it. Looking forward to all this coming up. So we'll move to the next spot with the windows, or the next thing is the windows and maybe some interior stuff. And we'll have computer roll chairs in there for us to sit on. So we'll get started on the windows. This will be the pathway entry in to the shooting house. So it should be pretty quiet getting in here and getting out. So path in, straight in here, up the ladder. But food plot's looking really good. Still got deadbolt to go. But that's basically what it's gonna look like on the inside. Got a couple all-weather mats in the bottom. Greg really took his time with these windows. It just looks absolutely amazing. He's got he cut everything, I mean sanded, stained. He's got them where you just unlock, and I got a good seal to them. You can hear them. Double sealed all the way around. Cool hinges. I mean, this is probably one of the nicest shooting houses that I have ever sat in. And the view is just amazing. You can see food plot goes around, comes down, and back out through here. Still cover the bottom good. It's got plenty of view. He kept it very minimal here, so we didn't have, you know, something blocking our view. It'd be for a good, comfortable set. Got a little bit more work to do on the outside. That's the back window, looking out the back. And he's gonna have these little locks he's cutting, or when you flip them up, there'll be another one up here that shuts. So he's still, he's got them up. He's got 1, 2, 3. He's got 4 of them up. Now I've been involved in a lot of shooting house builds. We've got, on our other leases, we've got 3 or 4. But I have never been involved in something that took, a shooting house that took this much ingenuity to go into it. My hat is truly off to Greg for building all the walls, doing the math on this, doing the CAD. You know, we were just here as grunts to help me and Garrett and Kayla and everybody else. This is Greg's brainchild, and he did an amazing job on it, so thank you, Greg. So to recap some of this stuff, this thing is an 8x6, got a 2-foot deck on the back. The windows, he completely routed out, cut out. I had the acrylic. He put them in. We wanted to go glass, but acrylic for this year. We might upgrade later, but we're going to see how these hold up. As long as everybody's gentle with them, they shouldn't scratch too bad. But as you can see, there's no dead voids in any of this. We've even got a window looking out the back. So what's left for this year? We're in a pinch. Today's the 23rd. Season opens the 27th. We've decided this thing is huntable. I will be working and modifying on the ladder a little bit, but there's a few things that we might try to finish up this year. Like there's a couple up high sheets that need to be screwed on. There's a little bit of light shining through the front. We got to screw the tin down. We're still adding the buddy heater for this year, which will go here in the floor and have a tank on the outside. And that's, and maybe some X-bracing this year. It might not be an issue. We'll end up X-bracing eventually, or eventually we'll end up doing it. We're just running out of time. But there will be another video coming with the shooting house upgrades. So this thing is basically like a condominium. It is like a small apartment in the sky. So we will be insulating roof and everything else, blacking out the inside completely with Luan painted black, and be painting the door. So there will be some upgrades coming up soon. So y'all be looking for that probably in the spring. I don't think we're really gonna push a whole lot. My fourth arrow has sent me a gun rest to go in here that we can swivel from window to window that we're gonna try. And it can also be used as a camera arm as well. So we will be putting a deadbolt in to lock this thing up because we're not here all the time. There is cameras leading into this place and cameras all around it. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. One of the things, we ain't got the dead set detail price yet, but if you're wondering what the price is, you made it this long, we appreciate it. The price of this thing is going to be probably around $1,800 when it's all said and done. With everything done at this point, it'd be $1,500 to $1,800. But you got to think, we did everything brand new, minus the acrylic windows and the chairs and the rugs that's in here. Everything else is brand new. It's built just like a house. Everything's on 16-inch centers. And like I said, phenomenal. The header work, the window work, Greg did an awesome job. But if you like the video, please like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. But if you've got a shooting house or hunting house, or you got a comment about in here or something that you like, or something that you've done that we could add, please drop it in the comments below. And, you gotta look at the cost of stuff. What you're willing to put into something that's longevity that you're going to enjoy. And if you take one of the shooting houses from like our local co-op or Rural King, you're looking at $3,200 to $3,500 with a 6-foot stand and a blind that's built not even as good as this. We could build 2 of these for one of those. So if you got the ingenuity and the time and you got the equipment like we do, then it's great. But otherwise, I could see where somebody would go with a Muddy or a Redneck or whatever. They're super nice. I'm not knocking them at all. It's just I know we can do 2 of these for one. So as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Deer season's coming. It opens the 27th in 4 days. We're going to be after and filming that. I got one more Pioneer video coming, and I'm wanting to cover these food plots real good to show you how this domain and evolved harvests come up. So we'll have to watch for them videos. And as always, God bless. We'll see you on the next video. See you. Thanks again, Greg.